before you know it. Make sure you're ready for the best winter yet by making your reservations at Kodiak Mountain Resort in Afton, Wyoming. The resort is located just minutes away from some of the best backcountry sledding in the Rocky Mountains, regardless of experience. And with plenty of trailer parking and a large complimentary breakfast, there is no place better to stay while you enjoy the Wyoming winter. Book your stay today by visiting KodiakMountainResort.com.
Working at Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine is more than just a job. For many, it's a multi-generational career path. It's a way to provide a suitable living for you and your family. It's an environment based on the well-being of each and every employee, with an intense emphasis on safety. So whether you're a recent high school graduate or nearing retirement, visit Simplot.com and select careers. That's Simplot.com and select careers. Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine, a world of career opportunities.
My best friend just had a birthday party at the Fun Zone in Afton. It was so cool. We got to play basketball, ping pong, and foosball. We were able to bring our own Nerf guns and even watched a movie on a giant projector screen. For my next birthday, I want to have my party at the Fun Zone too. Mom said the Fun Zone will also work great for my sister's wedding reception in a few months and next summer's family reunion. For reservations, visit svfunzone.com.
Book your springtime getaway in western Wyoming at Kodiak Mountain Resort in Afton. There's still plenty of mountain snow to enjoy some late season sledding, or just bring the family out for a relaxing getaway. From single bed to family-sized cabins, you'll be guaranteed a night of luxury, not to mention a hot complimentary breakfast. Regardless of the reason, come join us this spring at Kodiak Mountain Resort. Visit KodiakMountainResort.com for reservations.
The LCSD2 Transportation Department is currently hiring for multiple positions. Work part-time as a bus aide, starting at $16.75 per hour. Full-time mechanics are also needed, starting at $27 per hour, with medical, dental, and vision benefits, along with the Wyoming retirement system. Activity bus drivers are also needed, starting at $25 per hour with benefits, or become a daily route bus driver starting at $22 per hour, only during the school year. To learn more and apply, visit lcsd2.org and click Job Openings.
For the last 40 years, my goal was to move to a place like this. And so now I moved here. I couldn't really do much of anything.
He's relatively young for hip arthritis and was limited significantly because of the pain. We decided that the best course would be proceeding with a hip replacement.
It was easy. It was just, I know it sounds strange, right, when you know what they do. One of the greatest things about moving to Star Valley has been Dr. Linford and Mountain West Orthopedic.
Here's Duke Dance, Dal Erickson, and the SVI Sports Crew with more live coverage of Braves basketball.
Good evening and welcome inside Casper Community College for more live coverage of Braves basketball in the 4A State Championship Tournament on the SVI Sports Network. Duke Dance and Dal Erickson here with you at Casper College for the final game of the day, with the Star Valley Braves getting set to take on the Sheridan Broncs. Star Valley the 4 seed out of the West, Sheridan the 1 seed out of the East, and Dal, Star Valley coming into this one with high hopes and expectations. Star Valley feels like, and we would agree, if they play up to their potential, they can play with anybody, and that includes these Sheridan Broncs.
They really do. They have the athleticism and the experience to play with anyone in the state. They have had some issues with consistency, especially the last 2 or 3 weeks. You go back, they had that 8 or 9 game winning streak. That's when they were really clicking. They've had several close calls, including one last weekend, that buzzer beater they lost to Kelly Walsh. So, yeah, it's going to take 4 quarters of very focused, laser-focused type of basketball for the Braves to come away with the win against Sheridan, because Sheridan has the talent and they've been consistent this year. Only 3 losses.
Absolutely. The Sheridan Broncs winning the East Region Tournament with 20-3 overall record. As you mentioned, they are 64 points per game on offense. That's third in the 4A class, while allowing 48.9 points per game defensively. That's second in the 4A class. And so when offense and defense is top three, you know that's going to be clicking. That said, Star Valley's defense, they're not too shabby either, averaging 49 points per game allowed. And that's what got Star Valley going when they did in conference play. It was on the defensive end of the ball that led to transition points.
Well, and we actually just saw that game that happened. This is the game right before this one with Campbell County and Kelly Walsh. That game was nip and tuck the entire time, and then it ended up being about a 3-minute stretch late in the third quarter. Campbell County went on a little run that was buoyed by their defense, and then they carried that lead all the way through to the rest of the game. And it's going to be those types of moments defensively that probably define a game like this.
Of course, it is the First Bank of Wyoming countdown to tip-off. Find your home for totally free checking online at gofirstbank.com. About 6 minutes away from tip-off here at Casper Community College. Let's take a look at your Crimson Corner presented by the University of Wyoming.
Well, the Lady Braves had a rough one earlier today. They fell to Cheyenne Central 68-33. They will face Green River tomorrow morning at 10:30. Green River fell to Campbell County, so it was an all-East quarterfinals, which it so often is. This is recent news. Jace Burton running at the New Balance Nationals this evening, and he placed fourth in the 5,000 meter with a time of 14:25.65. That's pretty amazing. Of course, Jace recently committing to run at Brigham Young University. And just a reminder, spring sports underway. Those first contests scheduled for March 21st. And that's a look at your Crimson Corner, brought to you by the University of Wyoming.
Find your reason to be a Cowboy online at uwyo.edu. That's uwyo.edu. And now the roundup presented by Sunrise Engineering.
Looking at the scores from the boys' side of the 4A class, Thunder Basin pulled away from Evanston earlier today, 46-31. Natrona County ran into Neil Summers and the Laramie Plainsmen, 66-55 on that final. And then Campbell County just barely defeated Kelly Walsh by 10, 58-48. And as you mentioned, Duke, the final game of the day, and the Braves are toting the banner for the Western Conference. It's either going to be an East sweep or they're going to win one, but that's where we are. That's a look at your roundup from Sunrise Engineering.
Creating solutions that work and relationships that last. Visit sunrise-eng.com. It's a matchup we would absolutely love to see on the gridiron, but tonight we get it on the hardwood. It's Star Valley Sheridan, opening round of the 4A state tournament in Casper. Back in 2 minutes on the SVI Sports Network.
For the last 40 years, my goal was to move to a place like this. And so now I moved here. I couldn't really do much of anything.
He's relatively young for hip arthritis and was limited significantly because of the pain. We decided that the best course would be proceeding with a hip replacement.
It was easy. It was just, I know it sounds strange, right, when you know what they do. One of the greatest things about moving to Star Valley has been Dr. Linford and Mountain West Orthopedic.
There's still time to get out and enjoy what winter has to offer in beautiful alpine Wyoming. Snowmobile in the backcountry with your own sled, or rent one from a local retailer. You could also enjoy the scenery on snowshoes or go cross-country skiing on our groomed trails. Maybe get out on the ice for some excellent fishing. And of course, stay a while with exceptional lodging and dining options. Enjoy the winter while you still can and book your stay in alpine Wyoming.
My name is Anna Altbell, and since I was young, Desi's dance studio has been like a second home to me. Dance has always been my favorite language, and Desi's gave me the space to embrace it 100%. Whether it was ballet, tap, lyrical, or ballroom, I knew there were always two things I could count on: supportive instructors and lifelong friends. The confidence and identity I have today are all thanks to my time at the studio.
For more information and to get started, visit Desi'sDance.com.
For 18 years, Miles CPA has been your trusted partner in Star Valley, blending experience and expertise to support our community's financial needs. With a combined 75 years of experience, our dedicated team includes 3 skilled CPAs, along with 3 specialized bookkeepers. We're thrilled to welcome Amanda Wilford, our newest CPA, to the Miles CPA family. Together, we offer unmatched services in bookkeeping, payroll, business consulting, and tax preparation. Your financial success is our priority. Miles CPA, always a strong supporter of Star Valley Braves sports and activities. Go Braves!
Meet your 2025 Star Valley Braves and Lady Braves. Scan the code for a complete roster with pictures and player information. Presented by the University of Wyoming and Star Valley Health. It's your 2025 Star Valley Braves.
Time to go back to the court with more live coverage of Braves basketball on the SVI Sports Network with more live coverage of Braves basketball.
Star Valley High School pep band in Casper tonight, as they should be, as you mentioned earlier today, Dal. And the first big one, the countdown to tip-off, Braves and the Sheridan Bronx. How about you recap the rivalry with Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine?
Well, my research goes back to 1951. Overall in this series, Sheridan leads it 8-7. All games have been played on a neutral court. The last time these two teams met was the 23-24 season. Star Valley won that one 44-34. In state games, Sheridan leads it 3-2. That's a look at your rivalry, brought to you by Simplot, Smoky Canyon Mine.
Bringing Earth resources to life. Find them online at simplot.com. That is simplot.com. And your records watch with Star Valley Disposal.
Well, this is the 16th meeting since 1951. Star Valley has won the last 2 meetings. In the last 12 meetings dating back to 2001, the programs have won back-to-back, alternating to the other school back-to-back, which means 2 wins, 2 losses, 2 wins, 2 losses. It's Sheridan's turn in that 24-year trend. We'll see if that holds. That's a look at your records watch from Star Valley Disposal.
Residential, commercial, construction, and septic services. Visit StarValleyDisposal.com. And your keys to the game with Assist to Sell.
Well, number one, we already touched on. You got to play to your potential. You got to play as good as you can play to beat this Sheridan team tonight. You got to value the basketball. No unforced turnovers, no quick shots without working within your offense. You got to play smart, not make any silly decisions. And just like the girls earlier, you got to believe, man. There's bigger upsets every year, bigger than this one. You got to try and believe and make sure it's one of them this year.
That's a look at your Assist to Sell keys to the game. Local agents Ashley Cranny and Mandy Jack have the keys to your next home. Visit AssistToSellStarValley.com. AssistToSellStarValley.com. That's it for the countdown to tip-off. Here's your starting 5 for the visiting Braves of Star Valley.
Braves in those road crimsons trimmed with gold and black. 6'4" junior ray number 0 is Will Linford. 6'3" junior ray number 1. Cooper Lancaster. 6'4" senior ray number 3 is Bryson Neild. A 6'1" junior ray number 5, Dylan Shumway, and a 6' senior ray number 44 is Zane Hedges. The Braves coached by Matt Shumway, assisted by Aaron Lancaster, as well as Mark and Ben Hale.
Varsity starting 5 for the Braves, made possible by Mountain Star Products, plumbing supply, gravel, sand, topsoil, excavation, and more on Rocky Road in Afton. That is Mountain Star Products. Braves on the road, crimson tonight with the black numbers and gold trim. And the Sheridan Bronx will be in the home whites with all blue numbers and trim, and Bronx across the chest. Getting the start first, number 1, Connor Bateson at 7 points per game. Number 2 at 6.2 points per game, that's Tanner Hamrick. Number 3, 11 points per game, Braden Brutlag. Number 14, Beck Hassel at 9.1 points per game. And number 24, Nate Miner, 19 points per game for Nate. Head coach Jeff Martini for the Sheridan Bronx. Again, Sheridan, the 3rd best offense in the 4A classification, and the 2nd defense in 4A. Star Valley counters with the 8th offense and the 3rd defense. It's going to be Will Linford going for the opening tip-off against Nate Miner. Braves in crimson, Bronx in white. No video tonight, live anyway, because of the NFHS contract. But we do have cameras on site, and we'll have highlights posted later for you on our SVI Media YouTube, social, and website. Here's the official whistle, ball up in the air, and it's won by the Bronx. Sheridan has first possession. They'll work the ball around the outside perimeter. Quickly bouncing to the left side corner. Miner has it. Work up top to Bateson. Methodical first possession for the Bronx. Drive, stop on the angle, back out and up on top of the key. Hassel feeds to Bateson. Left, pass up top right. Miner makes a move, stopped to the elbow. Back right side elbow. Hassel now down low, shot up, no good. Contested by Bryson Neild. Rebounded by Linford. Down to Hedges, alone, open shot, good for 2.
That's well done by the Braves, exactly how you'd like to draw it up.
Braves with a 2-0 lead, 7:15 remaining in the first period. Down low spin is Hassel, shot no good, but a foul. This will be on the floor before the shot on the spin move. So no free throws coming here for the Bronx.
First personal on Will Linford, first team foul. Played 47 seconds.
7:13 to play in the first period. Bronx inbound baseline, quickly around the arc and up top is Bateson. Feeds to Minor off a screen. Bounce left side key to Hassel. Dribbles into the lane. Shot too strong, no good. Fight for the rebound, and Hedges will have it. He had position and a great box out for Zane. Braves with a 2-0 lead early against the Bronx of Sheridan. Neal, Hedges, right side key. Shot fake up off the square and in. 2 for 2 for Zane. He leads it 4-zip for the Braves.
Zane is so crafty around the basket. He didn't even need to pull out his bag of tricks on that one. There's going to be a foul here on Cooper Lancaster. Got way too physical here away from the basket. So first person on Cooper, second team foul. We played a minute 20.
It is warm in the suite tonight, we'll tell you that.
That needs to be on a shirt, man. It is warm in the Swede tonight.
Here's Casper College Gymnasium, known as the Swede. And it's a drive from Hamrick, right post. Kick out, 3, corner open, no. Fight for the rebound, volleyed into the hands of Hassel. He goes back up, hung on the rim, but no good. Rebound is loose in the court, picked up by the Star Valley Braves. Out in front to Lancaster, lost into a transition. Pull-up jumper on the baseline, no. Rebounded by Bateson. Bronx want to run in transition, hesitate across the timeline. Bateson on the dribble, right far sideline. Picks it up, Lancaster on him, cross court over to Hamrick. 3, left wing away. No, Bronx are cold early. Rebounded by Cooper Lancaster with a 4-0 lead. Cooper in transition, drives the right post, strong to the rim, up, and no, but a foul. And Cooper Lancaster to the Riverside Dental free throw line. He'll have 2 shots with 5:56 remaining in the first.
That was a really crafty slowdown by Cooper because Beck Haswell was coming to spike that thing into the next row, and he's able to draw some contact before that turned into a thing. Foul is going to be called on Connor Bateson. Lancaster's first free throw is good.
Star Valley opens the game on a 5-0 run, under 6 minutes remaining in the opening period. 1 more to go for the charity stripe for Coop. Of South Smoot, and it's in off the extra bounce on the rim.
I will point out the Trojans led Campbell County in the previous game 9-0, so a lot of ball game left.
Absolutely. And the Trojans lost that game.
By 10.
Yes. Ball moving around the outside. Minor, angle drive, shot fake, fading away on the baseline. No, they're going to get kneeled on a foul.
Speaking of crafty, that was a nice move by Nate Minor to draw some contact on Bryson Neal. Already 3 team fouls on the Braves. 5:42 left to go on the first. That's it's almost more than a foul a minute.
So one thing working against Star Valley so far is the free throw is good for Minor, and he puts the Bronx on the board, trailing 6-1.
And Minor shoots 66% from the line, according to wildpreps.com, and nobody else is even close on the Bronx when it comes to free throws attempted and made.
Good on the second. 6-2 now. Lancaster across the half court, right side. Double team picks him up, dribbles through it, hands off to Neal. He's in the corner baseline. Kick out to Shumway, deep 3 from college range, too strong, no good. Loose ball rebound pulled in by Neal around the perimeter, hands off to Hedges and resets.
One thing I've seen a lot today, Duke, the players, girls and boys, are settling for the college three-pointer, because I think that's where their brain tells them the three-point line is. That's a long shot.
Ball tipped, but a foul as they went left key to Linford. That's a foul on Sheridan, so it's a college court, so you have the green line that goes around the key. That's the high school line, but then the dark black line is the college one. And yeah, a lot of kids, it's probably easier to see the black on the court.
I think you're right. Haswell whistled for his first second team foul on the Bronx.
Kneeled. Corner. Kick up top to Lancaster. Clock rolls to 5:10 to play in the first. Braves lead 6-2 over the Bronx. Down to Cooper. Ball movement, and he missed the turnaround layup. Too strong off the square. Rebounded by Sheridan. Bateson in the front court. Crossover move. Hop into the paint. Now feed it down low. Shot. No, it rolls in with the foul. Braden Brutlig on the baseline. A feed went down the key to him, and he's to the line for the and one.
Zane Hedge is going to be whistled for that one. And you know, sometimes when your team's picked up 4 team fouls in just over 3 minutes, you're like, hey, come on, rest. These are all legit fouls. These are there's a lot of contact on these. So Braves are going to have to be very judicious moving forward. 3-point play is good.
The 6-point lead has been trimmed to 1 as the Bronx answers a 6-0 run with a 5 of their own. 6-5, 4:48 to play in the opening period. Hedges in the backcourt, now across the timeline, double team, bounce over to Cooper, right side, extra pass, corner three, Shumway, no good. Oh, it dropped in! It bounced up and hit the square and fell. Lucky bounce for Shumway for three.
The Shumways might want to look at a place in Casper. That was very friendly.
First three of the game, it's 9-5 Braves. Bronx in the lane, shot fake, up, no, it hung over the rim. Shumway on the rebound for Star Valley, runs up the right sideline. Dribbles behind his back at the timeline, now goes up to the three-point, angle drive in the rim, pull-up jumper, bouncing, rolls. Oh, that one almost rolled in.
That one went all the way around the cylinder and then decided to pop out.
Rebounded by Bateson of Sheridan, and they'll slow down the tempo in the front court as we hit the midway point in the first period at Casper College.
Bateson's not a real big guard, but he's got 3 rebounds already.
Hassell left, Bateson open three, fakes, drives, angle to the rim, strong, no, rebounded by Minor, his putback no good. Bateson clears it back outside. 3:47 to play in the first period. And Minor will reset the offense. Lancaster on him on defense in the man-to-man set. Screen, three, down the barrel. No, halfway down, tip in, no good. And a fight for the rebound, jump ball call. Arrow favors Star Valley. Braves are going to get it. It was Will Linford who forced the jump.
And that's good sportsmanship there. Linford and Haswell both going down to the floor, helping each other up. Neild and Linford will have a seat. Dayton Schwab comes in, also Smith McClure for Star Valley.
Braves lead at 9-5 on our Bank of Star Valley scoreboard. 3:33 to play in the first period. Braves do have 14 fouls as Schwab comes across the timeline. 2 team fouls on the Sheridan Bronx. Hedges dribble between his legs to square things up. Bounce over to Shumway. Flicks it to the right, finds Cooper. Right side wing. No dribble pass up to Schwab. Work around the arc. Shumway. 3 left corner. Yes, Dillon has 2. That one needed no rim. It was a swish. True all the way through for a Wyoming Army National Guard triple.
Dillon 2 of 3 from distance so far.
Here's Bateson, spin in the lane, shot fake, backside, good with a foul. What another crafty move by the Bronx in the lane. Bateson fake to his right, back to his left, draws the contact and to the line for the N1.
That's going to be foul number 2 on Cooper Lancaster with 3:03 left in the first. And that is a legitimate pickle here for Coach Shumway to decide how to deal with that moving forward.
Well, he's letting the ref know how he feels about it. He doesn't think it should have been a pickle situation for him as the free throw is good.
Cooper going to have a seat. Roman Erickson going to check in. So Erickson, Hedges, Schwab, McClure, and Shumway on the floor. This isn't a lineup we've seen a lot.
Not much. But with the foul trouble, it's what you get. Cooper on the bench. Linford on the bench as well.
Well, and Hedges and Shumway have kind of led the way offensively, so at least the Braves got that going for them as well.
3 minutes remain in the first period. Star Valley up 12-7. Bronx in the bonus. Schwab goes all the way to the rim and lost the handle on the ball. Had a great move, and the ball just slid out of his hands.
And he was going to have a great chance to lay that up and in. So missed opportunity there for the Braves, and they'll get back on D.
Bronx across the timeline. Breck Reed on the dribble, checking in. Feeds over to Brutlig. Deep top key, feed right, Minor fakes, drives angle, pull up the jumper on the elbow, good. Nate Minor swishes one in to make it a 2-point game.
He's got 4 points.
2:30 to play in the first period. Hedges leads the offense trying to answer. Shumway, baseline, double team, back outside to McClure and up top again to Schwab. Erickson holds the ball low. Dribble right, back left, has a screen, picked up though, and he has to stop on the elbow. Back to the backboard pass to Shumway in the front court corner. Feeds it over to the right. Now Shumway calls a new play at center court circle. 2:08 to go in the first period. Braves leading the Sheridan Bronx by 2 in the opening round of the 4A state tournament. Nightcap game, final of the day. Braves hoping to advance to the semifinals as they pass around the arc up by 2. Minute 56 remaining in the first. Here's Shumway to the rim, scores! Wow. Dillon the extra hop. Down the post for 2.
Good opening quarter here for Dillon. He's got 8 points.
1:47 to play. First period, Braves now by 4.
He really should have 10. Had another one that he usually makes.
Brutlig, stop, halfway down the post. Kick over to Minor, going on the baseline. He can hit from anywhere. He's hit from up top, down low. That one on the baseline, it's 14-12.
He's got a nice mid-range jumper. He's got 6 points, too.
Minute 27 remaining in the first period now. Roman Erickson steps back, goes Shumway, takes another 3, off the mark, too strong, but rebounded by Hedges. He's in the corner, clears it out, around the arc, ball tipped into the bleachers off of Breck Reed.
He almost took out the voice of the Cowgirls, David Settle over there. and our good friend Verdon Hoops. Be nice over there.
Yeah,
we need those guys.
He had a long trip back for Vegas settled in last night.
I'm amazed he's already here. That's a that's a long trip.
Triple overtime game. Cowgirls came up short. Braves trying to win this one up 14-12. A minute 8 to go in the first period. Here's Schwab. Posts out. Kick out to Shumway. Now drives down to the baseline. Into the lane to McClure. Goes outside to Erickson. Jumper on the baseline. Too strong. No good. Rebounded by Minor. Bronx want to run, but the Braves defense gets back. Reed into the front court. Clock down to 50 remaining in the opening period. Looks inside, but nothing. Back to Minor, left side wing. Bounce left key. Here's Hassell. Kick out right. Angle drive. Shot fake up, and no good. They wave it off. There's going to be a foul on the floor. Or do they call it on the shot?
It's not going to matter. Braves already in the
bonus.
In the bonus. Hedges is going to pick up his second. So Hedges with 2, Lancaster with 2 here in this first quarter. Still 42 seconds left in this first period. And back to the line is Connor Bateson. He's 1 for 1 so far this evening.
There's a chance to tie this one up. Down by 2. Free throw is no good. Too strong. Bryson Neal subs back in.
So Hedges and Lancaster both on the bench. On the low block is Erickson and McClure.
One more from the charity stripe. No good. Missed them both. Ball tipped out deep into the front court. Picked up by Bates, and Sheridan still on the ball. They go down low, right post. Shot up and in. Tied. Beck Cassell on the low block right. 14 all now. 30 seconds to go in the first. McClure passes up in front. Ball tipped, but he collects it in the front court. Star Valley still has it. Clock at 23. Erickson, top of the key. Goes left post. Drive, kick out. Neal, 3 left corner. Strong no, but rebounded by Erickson. Pulls up the jumper on the post. Good. Off the board, and the jumper, 16-14 Braves. Bronx ball, 10 seconds. Across the half court's Bateson. Moves it left, 8 seconds. Feeds into the lane to Reed. Kicks it up in the paint. Good. 3 seconds remain. Star Valley will get it in time, but nope, they'll get the pass to Neal, but he won't get the shot off. Oh, he made it from half court. Bryson banked it in, but he was half a second too late on the shot. And so after one, we're tied 16-16. Braves and Bronx on the SVI Sports Network.
Winter sledding season will be here before you know it. Make sure you're ready for the best winter yet by making your reservations at Kodiak Mountain Resort in Afton, Wyoming. The resort is located just minutes away from some of the best backcountry sledding in the Rocky Mountains, regardless of experience. And with plenty of trailer parking and a large complimentary breakfast, there is no place better to stay while you enjoy the Wyoming winter. Book your stay today by visiting KodiakMountainResort.com.
I think being in a small town, you just really care and you take more pride in the work that you do because you're working with your neighbors. These are people that you see out in the community. You know, you see them at kids' sporting events and parent-teacher conferences and the grocery store. You know, these are our neighbors.
One of the reasons that people also come back to us is they trust us because we are friends, we are family. And so I think there's a lot of trust in the community.
You're watching Star Valley High School basketball on the SVI Sports Network.
Start of the second period. Star Valley tied up with Sheridan. It is going to be Bronx basketball to open up the second. 16-16. Ball moving up top, loose. Picked up by Schwab on the run. 1-on-2 in transition. Defense flies by, goes up and scores.
Wow.
It's still on a score for Dayton, and the Braves lead by 2.
And Dayton really slowing down, controlling his body, and using the glass. The old man in me loves that.
Bronx back on the other end. Here's a feed, nope, down low on the baseline as Hassell kicks it out to Reed on the left post, spinning. Work up top to Bateson. He attacks right, lost the ball, loose on the court, out of bounds, off of Sheridan. Star Valley basketball with 7:10 to play in the second period, and Zach Thompson subs into the game.
He's going to replace Shumway. Dylan had a great first quarter, get a breather, and this team has some depth. They haven't necessarily used Zach a lot in the last couple months, but he started basically a good chunk of the first month of this year.
He lost some minutes when Schwab started playing again. as Erickson drives, dumps it down low to Linford, who wasn't ready for the ball. He thought Erickson was going to shoot it. Linford lost it. Loose ball picked up by the Bronx. Sheridan drive, lost the ball there. Picked up by Schwab. He wants to run again. Dayton to the rim. Left hand, right side, and in. Another steal and score for Schwab, and the Braves by 4.
I can't complain, Dayton. You made it, but your middle school gym teacher does not like that form. Got to use your left hand, buddy. Come on.
6:28 to go in the second period. Thompson covering as the pass goes left. Key to Spillman. His turnaround is good on the low block.
First time we've seen him, and that was a really good turn and look from John Spielman.
6:16 to play in the second, and a foul, a blocking call on Breck Reed at half court. That's going to be against Sheridan.
And they don't like it, but not to be a jerk, that's only the second foul in the whole game, so you can't really say too much. First personal on Reed, first team foul for Sheridan, 6:16 in the second quarter. Yeah, Coach Martini does not like that at all.
Schwab inbounds front court to Roman Erickson. He's being covered by Brutlig of Bronx. A screen set, but Brutlig goes over the top of it. Erickson tries to drive in, can't. Kick out Thompson, jumper on the left elbow. Halfway down, but no good. Ball tipped, loose, and into the hands of Bateson for the rebound. Bronx basketball.
That's
out in front, Brutlig.
That's 6 rebounds for Bateson. It's not like he's a big guy either.
Work up to Bateson, wants to drive in the lane, split the D, shot is up. Too strong, no good, has his own rebound, then lost it, and it's ripped away by Will Linford. Out in front to Erickson. Braves want to run, but Erickson stopped by the defense. 5:42 to play in the second. Now he goes baseline, under the rim, tried to scoop it up underneath, and it's blocked away from him.
Absolute contact there. Roman didn't get the call he should have.
Here's Brutlig, kick out, open three, Hamrick left corner, no. Tipped up, but missed. Rebounded by the Bronx. Brutlig goes back up, and there's a jump ball call. Braves sandwich it again with Will Linford and Roman Erickson down low.
Will's made a couple of really nice plays that don't necessarily show up in the stat column. 2 of the last 3 trips up the floor, and it's forced an offensive board and then a turnover for the Bronx. Those things don't show up, but those are huge in a close game.
Schwab will sub out of the game with some solid minutes. McClure subs back in.
2 steals leading to 4 points for Dayton.
20-18, Braves still on top, 5:25 to go in the second period. Ball tipped on the inbound, Bronx take it away. Pull-up jumper in the lane, good, and we're tied again. It was John Spielman on the still and score, and it's 20-20. Timeout taken by Star Valley, a 30-second timeout. 5:19 to go in the second on SVI.
Get ready for a real good time at Star Valley Station, your go-to spot for big screen thrills, strikes, and slices. Step into our movie theater and immerse yourself in the magic of cinema. But that's not all. Unleash your inner bowler at our fantastic bowling alley. Then treat yourself to mouth-watering pizza that will have your taste buds cheering. It's entertainment galore at Star Valley Station. Come on over and let the fun begin. Get ready for a real
it's
good time.
It's the SVI Sports Network with Duke and Dow and live coverage of Star Valley basketball.
Back after the Star Valley timeout, it is Braves ball, but the Bronx have retied the game 20-20.
It's been a good game though, Duke. These teams pretty evenly matched to this point.
Shumway lost the ball in the backcourt, has to pass to Thompson. He's double teamed behind the line, but passes ahead to McClure, and the offense sets up half court. 5:09 to play in the second period. Just 1 foul on Sheridan, not on Star Valley. It's been back and forth. The Braves have been ahead or tied the whole game. I don't know that Bronx have had the lead, but it's been close. Shumway steps into the back front court corner. Brutlig on him. Has a screen from Linford. Drives, hop, dishes down to McClure. Shot fake, then brought the ball down low. Lost it, kick out. Shumway, 3. Oh, halfway down, but no good. It popped up. Brutlig on the rebound for the Bronx on the run. Now they have a chance to take the lead. Here's Spillman. Drives, shut down by McClure. Kick it out, and outside is Brutlig. Turnaround, fadeaway, Minor, no. Rebounded by Spillman. He's been big off the bench for the Bronx. Kick it back out for Bateson, and they'll reset the offense outside.
Yeah, he's come in 4 points. He's made some good plays.
Here's Minor on the perimeter for Sheridan. 4:18 to go in the second period. It's 20-20. Braves tied. And on defense. Outside is Brutlig. Bounces to the right elbow to Minor. Look back inside, but nobody there. Back to Hamrick. Bronx work the perimeter. Clock hits 4 minutes. Baseline Brutlig. Stopped by Neild. Kick out up top. Bateson. Covered by Thompson. Can't drive. Spillman on the right. Wants to go in against McClure. He shut down McClure, swatted the ball, but picked back up by the Bronx. Bateson has it on the right wing. Cross left side. Brutlich, 3 away, no good. Another rebound, though, for the Bronx. Miner, Bateson, 3 down the barrel. Good. Extra chance off the rebound. And the Bronx do have the lead for the first time, 23-20, and I believe it's a 7-0 run for the Sheridan.
And that's the first made 3 for Sheridan. They had been 0 for 4. And that was set up by an offensive board to rebounds for Sheridan. They've got a 5 rebound advantage on Star Valley right now.
Schwab back into the game for Star Valley, hesitates up the right side, drives in, right post, fakes the kick out, now goes left side kick out to McClure. 3:25 to play in the second. Schwab, left corner 3, off the mark, no good. Nice box out by Bateson. He'll have the board for the Bronx on the run. 3-on-3 break the other way. Defense is there, kick over to Reed. He wants to drive, spin, in the paint, shot, short, and out of bounds. Nope, saved by Schwab before it goes out of bounds. It's Star Valley basketball. Dayton across the half court.
Bateson has 8 rebounds for Sheridan.
Wow. 3 minutes to go in the second. Schwab spins, stops on the elbow, picks it up, bounce down to McClure, under the rim, kick out, Shumway, extra pass up to Neal, no 3, drives down the middle of the paint, to the rim strong, no, but a foul, blocking call. There were 2 Bronx there hoping to draw the charge. Official signals block, and that will put Neal to the free throw line.
They're going to whistle Connor Bateson for that one. That's his second team foul on Sheridan. The Braves have not been whistled for a team foul in this second quarter. 2:52 to go. Bryson Neal to the line to shoot 2. First one is too strong, back of the iron.
Official Little League Baseball is coming to Star Valley this summer for kids ages 9 to 12. Registration is open but closes March 24th. Find details and register at starvalleybaseball.com, starvalleybaseball.com.
Big Country also into the lineup. He'll be on the low block. First time we've seen him today. Second free throw's no good.
Missed them both. It remains a 3-point Bronx lead off the rebound. Bateson trolls across the timeline for Sheridan. Hands off to Hamrick. Screen set, drives angle against Lawson to the rim. No good, but a tip in. No, but a foul.
The rebounds really piling up for the Bronx, and it's starting to make a difference in these fouls, the extra shots, and this little 3-point lead, and now a chance to bump it up to 5. That foul went against Bryson Neal, and that's his second. So Lancaster has 2, Neal has 2, Hedges has 2, with 2:38 left in the first half.
Puts Beck Cassell to the free throw line. First is missed. He'll have one more.
Connor Bateson has a seat. Maybe the Braves can get some rebounds now. He had 8 of them. And he's not that big. He just been in the right place tonight.
Second free throw good. 4-point lead for Sheridan, their largest of the game to this point. 2:38 to go in the second period. Backcourt pressure being put on by Sheridan on the inbound. Schwab hesitates, still behind the timeline, makes a move and across the half court. Lost the ball as Dayton slides forward on his belly. It's a 5-on-4 fast break to the rim. Shot good. Tanner Hamrick scoops the steal and scores. 6-point Bronx lead. It was 20-16, so a 10-0 run for Sheridan. Smith, Schwab, 3's away, too strong, no good. Rebounded by Shumway. He'll have it on the right elbow. Star Valley still with possession.
Ray's got to go get a touch in the paint here. They're settling for 3s and not short ones either.
Ball poked away. On the steal is Hamrick. Shot up, no, but a foul. And another whistle at the rim against Star Valley. And that's going to put the Bronx to the free throw line.
First personal on Shumway. Third team foul on the Braves, this one on the shot. Hamrick to the line for the first time. Bronx have already been to the line 8 times in this game, so 9 and 10 coming up.
Shots away and good. 11-0 run now for Sheridan to lead by 7.
Coach Shumway talking to the official. He's not real happy. I think he wanted a call on that slide from Schwab.
Free throw no good, but a rebound by Sheridan. Brutlich pulls up the board on the free throw miss.
17-10 now, free throw advantage for Sheridan.
And an extra possession for the Bronx on that one. Brutlich drives, tries to throw it up, and it's thrown away by Erickson. Then Roman loses it, trying to run. It's picked up by the Bronx to the rim, and it's good. And a flopping warning against Star Valley. on top of it all.
Dylan was trying to get in position, and the official deemed he was not really a threat to do so, and gives him a warning.
It's a 13-0 Sheridan Bronc run. They lead 29-20. A timeout taken, 60-second break taken by Star Valley on SVI.
Have you heard how you can earn some extra cash from Advantage Plus Federal Credit Union? Bring us any new or refinanced auto, ATV, or RV loan, and we will give you 1% back in cash. Advantage Plus Federal Credit Union, OAC, member NCUA.
B&H Auto in Afton has been serving the Star Valley community for over 10 years. With a qualified and trained staff, you can trust B&H Auto for brakes, maintenance, repairs, tires, and more. That's B&H Auto on the north end of Afton. Service you can ride on.
Tucked away in majestic western Wyoming is Lincoln County School District Number 2. Our team provides excellent public education across 5 elementary schools, 1 middle school, and 3 high schools where our staff receive the support they need to educate effectively. Right now, LCSD2 has several employment opportunities for the upcoming school year and other anticipated teacher openings coming available in the next few weeks. Be part of a caring team with LCSD2. Visit lcsd2.org today to apply.
It's the SVI Sports Network with Duke and Dow and live coverage of Star Valley basketball.
Braves need points. Bronx on a 13-0 run to lead by 9 right now.
They've been stuck on 20 for a while.
Minute 27 to go before halftime. It's 29-20. Lancaster back in the game. Feeds to Lawson. Goes in the lane but can't shoot. Has it pimped away and then taken back by McClure. Smith back to the backboard. Kicks over to Lancaster. Open 3. Deep 3. No good again from college distance. And another one and done for the Braves on the 3 that's a miss.
And that's been a theme through this 13-0 run, the one and done.
Bronx really causing problems on the board, and they're going to get Lawson on a foul trying to push through a screen. Stops the clock at 61 seconds before halftime. And Sheridan has just taken over the game since about midway point of the second period.
And they're really not doing anything fancy, Duke. They're playing good D. They're limiting the Braves to 1 shot. The Braves are settling for long shots, and they're not going down.
Reed will run the offense. Sheridan basketball. Has a screen. Defense is there.
That was close to another foul on Lawson.
And we're going to have a whistle away from the ball against Star Valley as John Spillman of Sheridan hit the deck.
That's going to be team foul number 4. Smith and McClure are going to get this one. So 49 seconds left. And we'll see if the Bronx go aggressive here in the paint to try and get to the line.
Spillman will inbound for Sheridan. Lob, the ball's tipped by Hedges to Lawson. Star Valley has it still on the inbound. He lost it. He'll pick it up and bounce to Shumway. Shumway across the half court. There's going to be a whistle and there's going to be a warning against Coach Shumway.
Well, Coach Shumway was hot that Cooper Lawson did not get a foul call to go his way on that steal. He felt like there were 2 of them. And obviously he was being pretty vocal with the official.
So no foul call, but a warning that stops play. Star Valley will inbound with 42 seconds to go in the second. Braves down by 9. Bronx on a 13-0 run. 38 seconds and counting as Cooper runs the offense. Has a screen from Lawson. Defense stays with him, and Lancaster has to give it to McClure. 30 seconds before halftime. Braves just looking for something to take into the locker room. Here's Lawson, top of the key. 1 dribble, picks it up, in trouble, finds McClure, right elbow. Pulls up the jumper, off the rim and no good. Another one and done. Rebounded by Nate Miner of the Bronx. 13 to go before half. Bronx looking to add on to a 13-0 run going into half. 8 seconds, 7. Here's Miner, deep right at 5. 4, jabs. Toss to Hassell, left side, Reed pulls up the baseline, no good at the buzzer. And we go to the Star Valley Health halftime show with Sheridan on top, 29-20. Star Valley Health halftime show on the way next, live on the SVI Sports Network.
Feeling overwhelmed by managing your finances? Simplify your life with First Bank of Wyoming. We offer a full range of banking services, all under one roof. From checking and savings accounts to loans, mortgages, and rewards credit cards, we've got you covered. Plus, our convenient online banking and top-notch mobile app put you in control of your finances anytime, anywhere. First Bank of Wyoming, the only stop you need for all your banking needs.
Whether it's staying in touch with family, entertaining the kids, or connecting with your favorite sports team, Silver Star helps unlock the moments you live for. Connect to what matters most without lag, buffering, or dropped connections. Visit silverstar.com and discover frustration-free Wi-Fi from Silver Star today.
Are you ready to join a legacy of service and adventure? The Wyoming National Guard invites you to be a part of something bigger. With us, you can serve your state and nation, all while pursuing your dreams. In the Wyoming National Guard, we ride for the brand, then fly for the brand. Embrace the opportunity, make a part-time commitment, and become a guardian of Wyoming's future. Join us today and be a part of a tradition like no other. Your journey begins here.
And now, back to the game with the SVI Sports Network.
Star Valley Health halftime coverage on SBI. Audio only in the state tournament today. Opening round with Star Valley taking on Sheridan, the 1 team from the east. Star Valley, the 4 seed from the west. Braves were in this thing. In fact, they had the lead most of the first half down until about midway through the second period. And the Bronx went on a 13-0 run.
Well, and it was, like I said, it's really just old-fashioned basketball. The Braves didn't get any offensive rebounds. They settled for long shots. They didn't go down. And then the Bronx just boxed out, picked up a rebounding advantage, kept attacking the paint, and now they have a 9-point lead.
Let's take a look at the score by the numbers. Here are your Battleston Brothers Flooring halftime battle stats.
Well, first for the Bronx, Nate Miner with 6. Connor Bateson has 6 points and 8 rebounds. 4 points apiece for John Spielman and Breck Reed. 3 apiece for Tanner Hamrick and Braden Brutleg. Also Beck Aswell with 3. The Bronx 10 of 20 inside the three-point line, 50%. 1 of 5 from the three-point range, out-rebounding the Braves 19-10 in that first half. Also 6 of 10 from the free throw line. Star Valley, as you mentioned, had a good start. Dylan Shumway paced that. He had 8 points, 2 of 5 from 3. Zane Hedges added 4, as did Dayton Schwab. 2 apiece for Roman Erickson and Cooper Lancaster. The Braves went 2 of 9 from three-point range. That's 22%, and 2 for 4 from the free throw line, and they got some work to do here, down by 9 to the East champion Sheridan Bronx.
Outscored in that second 13-4 and a 13-0 Sheridan run. That's a look at your Battleston Brothers Carpet One Floor and Home halftime battle stats, where you'll always find quality, price, and service located a block south of the Arch in Afton. 29-20, Bronx on top. Let's see if we can give away a gift certificate to Star of 89 and swirl in downtown Afton with your halftime trivia.
And our question tonight, in 5 previous meetings at the state tournament between Star Valley and Sheridan, how many of those games have been played in Casper? Use our text number 307-203-4637. The first correct answer wins that gift certificate to Star of 89. You can spend it on swirl, or I would spend it on crumble cookies personally, but you can spend it on whatever you want.
307-203-4637. First correct answer wins at Star Valley Health halftime show. Bronx 29, Braves 20 on the SVI Sports Network.
Assist to Sell, the Realty team knows that buying and selling in our current market is expensive. Their full service assistance will save you thousands on your next real estate transaction. Call Mandy Jack or Ashley Cranny today to find out how.
Avail Valley Construction is hiring, and a great place for high school seniors to enter the workforce after graduation. Multiple positions are open with competitive pay right out of high school. To learn more about a rewarding career for those of any age, visit availvalley.com.
Where do legends come from? Some start as dreamers, even after they're turned down again and again. But everyone deserves a chance to prove themselves.
You know, this is the place that gave me an opportunity to come here and play the game that I love.
At the University of Wyoming, we're the team that believes you can do anything. This is where underdogs come to shine and where real MVPs are made.
Bill Neeb, I operate Teton Truss. We build roofing trusses, floor trusses, wall panels, and affordable homes. My relationship with Bank of Star Valley is very personal. I can call down to Thane, we're on a first name basis. I think Bank of Star Valley also uses character as well as credit score when it comes to making decisions. My dad once told me, going into business, you need a personal relationship with your banker, and I get just that.
urgent message for anyone looking for new flooring. Battleson Brothers Carpet One Floor and Home in Afton is clearing out their 2024 inventory and has a massive selection to pick from, listed at 75 to 80% off. That's 75 to 80% off. Select tile, laminate, carpet, and more. This offer is valid for a limited time, so take advantage of 75 to 80% off your next flooring at Battleson Brothers, 1 block south of the Arch in Afton.
Price, quality, service. Battleson Brothers Flooring.
This is the Star Valley Health Halftime Show on the SVI Sports Network.
Star Valley Health Halftime Show on the SBI Sports Network. 3.5 remains in our Star Valley Health Halftime coverage. Bronx down in the locker room. Braves haven't returned yet, with Sheridan on top 29-20 in the opening round of the 4A State Basketball Tournament final game of the day. Star Valley and Sheridan on the nightcap. Let's see how the Braves have done so far with those assist to sell keys to the game.
Well, key number one for me was play to your potential. The Braves did that for about a quarter and a half. Things kind of slipped away from them in the second part of that second quarter. Value the basketball. Too many turnovers in that second quarter. That hurt them. Play smart. I think they did okay with that in the first half. Then, yeah, you got to believe 9 points is not a big deal. You just got to focus and come out and play to your ability here in this second half. So obviously some work to do. Down 9, but still plenty of time to make it happen here on your assist to sell keys to the game.
Local agents Ashley Cranny and Mandy Jack have the keys to your next home. Visit them online at assisttosellstarvalley.com. Braves on the court warming up, and Dal want to mention the pet band is here, sounding great, looking great as always. There was a question on whether or not they were going to be able to come, and a couple donors made that possible for the Braves pet band.
Yeah, in fact, I was at the board meeting last night, and there were 2 individual donations. One was for $500, one was for $250, and that helped get them there. And just going to throw this out there. That's really appreciated. I don't know that that should always have to be the case. I think the band should get to come to culminating events, and those plans should be made so that they can do that. They bring such an energy and a school spirit to culminating events, and quite frankly, it is a nearly 100-year tradition for them to do so. So the band needs to be at state, period. That's my 2 cents.
Cheerleaders are here as well, and a great environment inside Casper College's Swede Gymnasium. A warm one here against the Sheridan Bronx. Let's see if we have a winner of that trivia question here at the half.
And the question was, in 5 previous meetings at the state tournament between Star Valley and Sheridan, how many have been played in Casper? The answer is 2 in 2021 and in 2011. The other 3 meetings came in Laramie in 1955, 1961, and 1962. Do we have a winner?
Not again.
Wow.
Nope. You're 0 for 2 today.
I skunked you out there today. Didn't mean to, but sometimes winners. It happens.
We'll try again tomorrow. Right now, that's your trivia question here at the half, presented by Swirl in downtown Afton. Looking at the brackets here real quick before we close out the Star Valley Health halftime show. Winner of this game will play Campbell County in the semi at 8:30 tomorrow. Loser will drop down against in a consolation elimination game against Kelly Walsh at 1:30 tomorrow. The other semi is Thunder Basin and Laramie on the boys' side of the bracket. On the girls' side of the 4A, it's Sheridan, Cheyenne East, and 1 semi up top. Central and Campbell on the semi down low. And it will be the Star Valley Lady Braves taking on Green River, who, well, just didn't play well earlier today against Campbell. And Star Valley Green River tomorrow at 10:30 on the girls' side.
Yeah, loser will go home in that one. And so for the Lady Braves, you're hoping more for like that game you had in Afton and less like the one you had last weekend in Rock Springs.
Yep, so Star Valley Lady Braves at 10:30 tomorrow. And the boys' game still to be determined based on the outcome here. That's it for the Star Valley Health halftime show. And it will be Sheridan Bronx basketball. They ended the half on a 13-0 run to lead 29-20. They'll inbound at half court with Nate Miner triggering it in from the timeline.
And the Braves defensively, they've gotten a little bit of foul trouble early on. Lancaster and Hedges in particular, those guys are out there now. Neal had 2, so nobody in foul trouble now. So we'll see if they can dig into this here and try and get a stop right out of the gate.
Bronx basketball with Connor Bateson working across the timeline. Feeds to Hamrick, left side wing, and up top to Hassell. Pivots to Hamrick, left side Bateson. Hassell, 3 down the barrel, tried to bank it, no. Rebounded by Lancaster, 1 and done for this time the Bronx. Star Valley Braves basketball trying to dig into a 9-point deficit. Up top is Shumway, and he has the ball tipped out of bounds by Hamrick. Stays with Star Valley on their end. Hedges will inbound for the Braves. Actually, Lancaster will do. Front court, inbounds backside to Hedges. Across the timeline. Sets up the offense with 7:25 to play in the third. Cooper spins in the lane and travels. One extra spin for Lancaster, and the ball back to the Bronx.
Ray's going to bring some backcourt pressure here with Shumway and Hedges. Lancaster at midcourt. It's like a 2-1-2 trap.
Braves pressuring the ball at the timeline. Bronx able to get across the front court. Double team Minor, flick right side to Hissell. And now setting the offense is Bateson, and the Braves fall back into their defense. 7 minutes to play in the third. Both teams scoreless. One possessed in each so far. Here's Brutlig. Left elbow. Feed to the right side to Minor. Three's away. No good. Ball tipped, loose, and picked up by Lancaster for the rebound for the Braves. Cooper quickly across the timeline. Goes to the free throw line. Drive, kick to Neal. No shot. Back outside is Lancaster. 6:40 to play in the third period. Still 29-20. Bronx. Here's Shumway. Pull-up jumper outside the key. No good. Rebounded by Hissell. Bronx basketball. Out in front to Brutlig. Now to the trailer, but the ball tipped. Loose. Picked up by Neal. 2-on-2 break for the Braves. Stop. Back to Lancaster. Fakes. Drives. Kick back to Neal. Long three from college distance. No good again. Rebound to Hissell. Bronx basketball.
Braves 2 of 10 from distance.
Here's Hamrick. Hesitates. Drives. Shumway shuts it down. Feed to the right key. Minor spins into the lane. To the rim. No good. Tip ball, rebound, and a foul. They're going to get Shumway on the whistle. Or no, what are they calling here?
I don't know what that signal is. He's tapping his shoulder like a 30-second timeout. I don't know what that is.
Officials are going to meet and discuss.
Looks like it's going to be Star Valley ball.
Coach Martini has his hands up in the air.
I don't know what that is, dude. I've never seen that.
They did not call a foul.
No.
Now they signal jump.
All right, so it was a jump and Star Valley possession.
Inbound to Hedges back court. 6 minutes to go in the third period. Both teams scoreless so far in this half.
Well, the Braves they've been on 20 for several minutes.
Ball loose, picked up by Bateson. Steal for the Bronx. Right elbow, feed down low to Hissell. He goes to the rim and top of the backboard, drops down, no good. Rebounded by Lancaster.
Should have been out of bounds.
Lancaster across the half court, almost has his pocket pick, but loose ball picked up by Hedges. He's being pressured in the front court, works to the left elbow, spins. Down the lane, kick out, Neal, three right corner, no good. Rebounded on the back end by Hamrick.
Well, you've heard the phrase, live by the three, die by the three. Right now, the Braves are dying by the three. They are 2 of 11.
Minor down low, shot, go to the foul. That will put Nate Minor to the Riverside Dental free throw line. And going back to the second half, it's now a 15-0 run for the Bronx to lead by 11 and a free throw to go.
And Duke, the Braves are settling for threes. They're not hitting them. The Bronx are getting rebounds, and then they're getting excellent post position down low, and they're finishing. They're shooting over 50%.
Free throw's good. A 12-point Sheridan lead. It was 20-16, Star Valley on top. Now it's 32-20. Braves down. 5:13 to go in the third. Star Valley has work to do. Lancaster finally one drops for the Braves. A left elbow jumper that ends a 15-0 run.
It's actually Cooper's first field goal. His other 2 points came from the free throw line.
32-22, 10-point lead for the Bronx. 4:56 to go in the third period. Here's Brutlig, crosses over, drives to the rim, and scores off the glass.
The Bronx are consistently getting inside of 6-8 feet and then finishing. They've done that all game long.
Hedges in the front court now for Star Valley. Shumway, another deep three, halfway down, but no good. And they're all from college land. The far stripe. Here's another one, three on the other end. No good, missed by the Bronx. Tip out, long three. Rebounded by Hamrick. He drives, pull-up jumper in the lane, no good. Tip rebound loose, Shumway will come out with it. He's gonna quickly go up the right side. Goes down to Lancaster, high pass, and Cooper falls out of bounds, but he's pushed out of bounds, says the official. That will be a foul on Sheridan. Sheridan crowd not happy with the call, but with 4:15 to play in the third, it's Star Valley basketball on the baseline.
And Sheridan, Bateson, will pick up his third. I've only got Sheridan with 5 fouls in this game. It just so happens that Bateson has 3 of them.
Hedges will inbound baseline for Star Valley. 4:15 to play in the third period. Shumway, left corner three on the inbound, no good. Rebound tipped outside, out of bounds, off of Sheridan.
And I would also say that the three ball is part of the offense. I get that, and I'd be a little less annoyed if we were getting rebounds, but they're not.
4:11 to play in the third period. Hedges has the ball poked away on the inbound, taken away by Sheridan on the run. Bronx have Brutlick. Bounces left side to Minor. He lost it out of bounds, untouched. Turns it over at Star Valley basketball.
Still a lot of time here, Duke, but the Braves have got to get something going as far as their about what is your personality for the rest of this game. You've got a quarter and a half. To me, you got to dig in defensively, and you got to attack the rim and then kick it to the outside when there's a double team and start with that. That's just my 2 cents. I've never won a game as a coach, so take that with a grain of salt.
Schwab subs in for Star Valley as we hit the midway point in the third period. Braves down by 12 against Sheridan, 34-22. Linford, turnaround in the lane, no good. Ball tipped, loose, and picked up by Hedges. Kick out to Lancaster. He'll drive right side to the rim. No good, but a foul, offensive charge. It goes against Star Valley, drawing the charge with Beck Hassell of Sheridan, and the Bronx get the ball back.
Third personal on Cooper Lancaster. Second team foul on Star Valley. They've only scored 6 points, I think, in about the last 8 game minutes. So basically a quarter.
Ball tipped and stolen by Star Valley. Neal goes to Shumway. Drives the right post in transition. Defense shuts him down. Schwab with it on the outside. Clock down to 3:25 to go in the third period. Hedges spins, lost it, picks it up, feeds to Linford. Dribble underneath the rim and scores. Nice move by Will. Making a 10-point game again, 34-24. The Braves trying to get something going.
First basket for Linford.
Half-court trap by Star Valley's defense. Spillman in trouble, and a whistle. A timeout taken. Timeout taken by Coach Martini before a turnover occurred. 30-second timeout taken by Sheridan. Back in 30 on SVI.
The winter sledding season will be here before you know it. Make sure you're ready for the best winter yet by making your reservations at Kodiak Mountain Resort in Afton, Wyoming. The resort is located just minutes away from some of the best backcountry sledding in the Rocky Mountains, regardless of experience. And with plenty of trailer parking and a large complimentary breakfast, there is no place better to stay while you enjoy the Wyoming winter. Book your stay today by visiting KodiakMountainResort.com.
This is the SVI Sports Network, broadcasting live, Star Valley High School Sports.
It is Sheridan basketball on their own timeout. 34-24, 3 minutes remain in the third period. Bronx with the lead and the ball. Quickly to the left side corner, double team there. Flick up top to Bateson. Around the arc to Minor. Back to Bateson, has a screen. Schwab rolls underneath it and stays with it. Bounce pass to Hassell, back to Bateson. Drives on the angle, shot blocked, tipped around, loose ball, out of bounds. No, save by the Bronx. Under their own rim as Spillman goes up. They wave off the shot, a foul on the floor against Star Valley with 2:36 to go in the third period.
Again, though, that's set up by an offensive rebound. The Braves had 2 guys there. They're just getting out rebounded tonight by the Bronx. Foul will go against Dayton Schwab, his first third team foul, 2:36 to go in the quarter.
Hassell inbounds outside, and the Bronx set the perimeter. Here's Minor down low, spin in the lane, shot good.
It's too easy, Duke. You can't. It's been like that all night. Minor with 11 points, and it's just point blank right there by the rim.
2:20 to play the third, 36-24. Sheridan ahead of Star Valley Braves with the basketball. Hedges drives, strong to the rim, nobody's fouled. He hits the deck hard, and he is going to get up. And Zane Hedges will go to the Riverside Dental free throw line. He'll have 2 shots.
Folks, he's okay. He's got a mustache. Foul winning is John Spielman, first personal, second team foul on the Bronx. Zane to the line for the first time. And these are only the first set of free throws in this half for Star Valley. That's another thing, Duke. The Braves only 4 attempted free throws in this game, and that one's missed. So they're 2 of 5. So to me, whenever your offense is stagnant, that's kind of a thing you can always go back to and kind of reestablish your offensive footing, as it were, and Braves just haven't been able to do that tonight so far. Second one is good.
2:15 to go in the third. It's an 11-point Bronx lead, 36-25. 3 team fouls on Star Valley, 2 on Sheridan. Sheridan around the arc. Driving is Bateson, stopped at the free throw line. Back to the backboard. Bounces to the right side elbow to Hassel. His back is to the backboard, hands off to Bateson, drives under the rim, shot no good. Rebound is loose and out of bounds. It stays with Sheridan.
And I'm not sure, I don't know if the Braves really knew who that was touched. I think they had a chance to maybe rebound that, but they thought it was off Sheridan. It ends up being Sheridan ball.
Bronx will inbound baseline. Minute 51 to play in the third. Tipped but collected. Minor has it in the lane. Fade away off the front rim, no good. Deep ball tip, rebound to Spillman on the outside. Bronx still have it. Another offensive board with an 11 points. Sheridan lead.
23-14 on the rebound so for the Sheridan Bronx.
Here's Hassel. Up to Reed. Makes a move. Lancaster shuts the door. Feed right side to Spillman. Works over to Minor in the corner. Hedges on him defensively. Minor fakes a three. Hedges stays with him. And there's going to be a 5-second closely guarded call. Nice job by Zane Hedges. And it will be a turnover on the Bronx.
The thing about a team like Sheridan, Duke, they're so good handling the ball. This 11-point lead with 122 in the third. Star Valley literally does not have time to waste in this game. There's not going to be very many more possessions. They've got to execute and be efficient.
They're down by 11 with a minute 18 remaining. Schwab shut down in the backcourt. Passes across the timeline to McClure, who's fouled. That's the third team foul on Sheridan with a minute 14 to go in the third.
First personal on Brutlig.
Schwab will inbound. Sideline, goes backcourt on the bounce pass to Lancaster. Cooper, right side, goes left post, shut down on the drive, kick back to Linford on the perimeter. Back to Lancaster, deep with a minute 2 remaining. Lancaster, left elbow, hands off to Schwab, in the lane, kick out. Zane Hedges for three, no good. Rebounded though by Lancaster in the lane, flicks it back up and in. A board and a bucket by Cooper. That's the magic of the rebound.
Yeah, those have been few and far between so far, but cuts the lead to 9. Lancaster has 6 now.
36-27. Sheridan breaks the press, feeds to Hamrick on the right side corner. Clock rolls down to 35 to go in the third period. Work to Reed, pull up on the post, no good. Ball tipped back outside, another Bronx rebound. Bateson for three, no good. Fight for the board, and McClure has it. Smith with 23 seconds. Plenty of time to run the possession. Left side to Hedges. Lancaster, baseline, jumper, too strong, no good. Rebounded by Bronx. 13 seconds to go. Bounce up top to Bateson. 10, 9, Bateson drives, hopping in the lane. Shot no good, but a foul.
Oh, wow. I actually thought that was a travel, Duke. I know he went for the Euro, but thought he took an extra hop. Instead, he will go to the line. Excuse me.
Stops the clock at 7.1 to go in the third. Sheridan still leading by 9, 36-27.
Second personal on Schwab. Bateson to the line, where he's 1 of 3 tonight. As a team, the Bronx 7 of 11. Wow, that one hung up on the rim for about a full second and then falls off.
Official Little League Baseball is coming to Star Valley this summer. It's for kids ages 9 to 12. Registration is open right now, but it does close March 24th. Find all the details and register at starvalleybaseball.com. Free throw's good.
Bateson now with 7.
Braves down by 10 with 5. Lancaster, 3, 2, drives, jumper at the buzzer, bouncing and in. Coop for 2 as the buzzer sounds. And the Braves have it down to single digits heading into the fourth period. It's 10 heading into singles. Sheridan 37, Star Valley 29 on the SBI Sports Network.
Working at Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine is more than just a job. For many, it's a multi-generational career path. It's a way to provide a suitable living for you and your family. It's an environment based on the well-being of each and every employee, with an intense emphasis on safety. So whether you're a recent high school graduate or nearing retirement, visit Simplot.com and select careers. That's Simplot.com and select careers. Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine, a world of career opportunities.
My best friend just had a birthday party at the Fun Zone in Afton. It was so cool. We got to play basketball, ping pong, and foosball. We were able to bring our own Nerf guns and even watched a movie on a giant projector screen. For my next birthday, I want to have my party at the Fun Zone too. Mom said the Fun Zone will also work great for my sister's wedding reception in a few months and next summer's family reunion. For reservations, visit svfunzone.com.
Halftime coverage is made possible by Star Valley Health. supporting individuals, families, and our community in achieving their best health. Visit starvalleyhealth.org.
Actually heading into the fourth period rather than halftime with Star Valley on defense. Lancaster hit a jumper at the buzzer to pull the Braves to within 8, and then quickly to the rim goes Tanner Hamrick for Sheridan to make it 10 points.
He's got 5. Sheridan's been very balanced with their scoring tonight.
Shumway, nice big crossover move to the rim, missed the shot. Rebounded by Nate Miner. Bronx basketball, right side. Hamrick dumps it down low to Spillman. Back to the backboard, spins on the post ball, knocked loose by Erickson. Picked up by Lancaster. Cooper across the half court. 7:28 to go in the game. Cooper free throw line jumper off the rim, no good. Erickson knocks the ball away from Spillman, who collected the rebound. It's going to be Bronx basketball. 7:21 to play. Bronx by 10, 39-29.
And I know human nature is you want to get all this back at once, but you're just going to have to chip away at it, in my opinion.
Still a lot of time. It's just 10 points. Nothing insurmountable. Here's the steal at half court. Hedges to Lancaster. Shakes into the lane. Shot is up and good off the square. A steal by Hedges with the assist. Cooper for 2. 7 minutes to go. Braves back to an 8-point game. Stolen, picked away again. Shumway to Lancaster. Lays it in, and that's what it will take. A run for the Braves, and it's a 6-point game. Timeout taken by Martini in the Bronx. Sheridan 39, Star Valley 33. Back in it with 6:53 to go. Back in 60 seconds on SVI.
Book your springtime getaway in western Wyoming at Kodiak Mountain Resort in Afton. There's still plenty of mountain snow to enjoy some late season sledding, or just bring the family out for a relaxing getaway. From single bed to family size cabins, you'll be guaranteed a night of luxury. Not to mention a hot complimentary breakfast. Regardless of the reason, come join us this spring at Kodiak Mountain Resort. Visit KodiakMountainResort.com for reservations.
The LCSD2 Transportation Department is currently hiring for multiple positions. Work part-time as a bus aide, starting at $16.75 per hour. Full-time mechanics are also needed, starting at $27 per hour, with medical, dental, and vision benefits, along with the Wyoming retirement system. Activity bus drivers are also needed, starting at $25 per hour with benefits, or become a daily route bus driver starting at $22 per hour, only during the school year. To learn more and apply, visit lcsd2.org and click Job Openings.
Let's get back to live coverage of Wyoming High School basketball live on the SVI Sports Network.
High Country Solutions, fourth period, a couple steals and scores for the Braves. They're back in it, down by 6, 39-33.
More than that, just a little bit of momentum. It's been a while since the Braves have felt that.
Here's Brutlick quickly down, and that's going to be an offensive charge. Drawing it was Erickson, and it goes back to the Braves.
Mr. Momentum changing his address. Second personal on Braden Brutlick. First team foul, 6:46 to go in the regulation.
Braves looking to dig into the lead some more. They've trailed by as many as, what was it, 12 or 13, and it's now 39-33.
Yeah, I think it was 12, but
here's Lancaster up top, works right side. Hedges drives in on the angle, in the paint, can't go up, bounce back out. Lancaster for 3, and it's good. Man, did they need one to fall. Lancaster hits a Western Wyoming Army National Guard triple. It's a 3-point game.
Lancaster up to 15, and the Braves had missed a bunch of threes before that one.
6:10 to go in the game. Miner drives good off the square.
And if you're a Bronx fan, you needed that. Miner now with 13.
41-36. Braves down, but now by 5. Erickson makes a move. Shut down, and there's going to be a travel call by Erickson below the free throw line.
Roman kind of got it caught up on his hip and took that extra step. The official right there to see it.
So the Bronx get it back. 5:55 remaining. One team foul on Sheridan, not on Star Valley. Here in the High Country Solutions fourth period. Braves stay in the half-court trap. Bronx across the timeline. Bateson on the dribble. Stops on the right side. Wing goes down to the corner. There's going to be a foul on Erickson. That will be on the side with 5:44 remaining in the game. Just the first team foul on Star Valley.
First personal on Roman. And as you mentioned, first team foul. Both teams with 1.
3 timeouts remain for both Coach Martini and Coach Shumway. Clock is rolling on the inbound to 5:39. Miner drives. Spins on McClure. Smith stays with it. Goes back. Great defense by Smith. Forces the ball back to Hassell. Up top to Bateson. Now around the arc. Here's Miner again. Top of the key. Step back 2. No good. Too strong. Lancaster on the rebound. Across the half court. Running down the floor. In the rim. Kicked out. Shumway let the defense fly by. Takes the 3. Hit the 3. A Wyoming Army National Guard triple by Shumway with the defense flying past his face, and it's a 2-point game. Braves trapping at the half court, 41-39. Here's Hassell in the corner. Drives baseline. Erickson with him. Cross-court pass on the baseline over to the corner. Shut down again. Back out to Hassell. Down low and dribbling out is Hamrick. 4:50 to play in the fourth. 41-39. Bronx with the 2-point lead. Braves with momentum on defense. Here's a move by Brutling. Feeds it to the right. Back to Miner up top. Lost it but collected it. Braves have a great defensive possession going here as the Bronx work the outside. Miner drives, spins, poked out of bounds by Lancaster. And the Bronx will have to inbound baseline.
Roman has a seat, gets an attaboy from Coach Shumway. Bryson Neal checks back into the lineup.
How this game has turned. Boy, it looked like Sheridan was going to run away with this for a moment. The Braves dug in. And here they are down by 2. On defense, 4:30 to go in the game. Up top is Hassell. Hands off to Bateson behind him. Shumway's on him on defense. Hamrick, left wing 3. No good. Rebounded by Neal. And the Braves have a chance to tie. Shumway, left side wing, goes back to Hedges, and Lancaster sets the offense. Drives in the lane, pull-up jumper halfway down, back rim, no good, but rebounded by Hedges, and he's fouled. It's an on-the-court foul with 4:08 to play in the fourth, and just the second team foul on the Sheridan Bronx.
Third personal on Braden Brutlig. Checking in is John Spielman. He's had some solid minutes for the Bronx tonight.
Hedges will inbound baseline. Looking left, right, left. Tries to go into the paint to McClure. It's tipped out of bounds.
Haswell just about had a steal there.
They'll toss it in again with the clock at 4:07 to go in the High Country Solutions fourth period. Hedges looking, finds McClure in the corner. Ball low, now up high, and a whistle away from the ball.
Someone's on the court, I think.
Yeah, just an official's timeout, a little bit of moisture.
Or blood even. Wonder if, is it Cooper?
I don't know.
Well, they're going to come wipe it up. Good job, Coach Lancaster. He gets a rousing ovation. Well done, sir. Well done.
Star Valley crowd liked that form by Coach Lancaster. That was nicely done. It's almost as if he's done it before.
That is not his first time wiping up the floor, I'm sure.
So Star Valley basketball, after the highlight from Coach Lancaster. 4:05 to go in the fourth period. Braves down by 2 with the basketball. 2 team fouls on the Bronx, 1 on the Braves. Hedges inbounding baseline. 3 count. Gets it into Lancaster and a foul away from the ball. And it's going to be against Star Valley.
There's been a pretty good battle between Hamrick and Lancaster.
No, it's against Sheridan.
Yeah, Hamrick's going to pick up that one. And he was just being a little too physical with Cooper as he was jockeying for position.
The inbound to Neal, back to Lancaster, double team to the baseline, goes to Hedges down the lane. Ball is bobbled and he lost it. He had a good look, but he couldn't contain the pass, and it's taken by the Bronx.
Would have had a great looking layup chance there with Zane.
Here's Spielman on the other end for Sheridan after they get the stop. They still lead by 2. 3:46 to go in the game. Bateson drives in the lane, tough shot, and the ball gets stuck between the rim and the glass. It will be a foul on the shot that's no good, and will put the Bronx to the Riverside Dental free throw line.
And Cooper Lancaster just picked up his 4th. So with 3:41 to go, that is something to watch. Cooper's kind of caught fire here in the fourth quarter. He's got 15 to lead all scorers, but he's only got 1 more.
Free throw is up and no good. Coach Shumway is going to leave Lancaster in, but he made the signal to him. He said, hey, you got 4. But in a close game at 3:40 to left, Cooper's on the court. 1 more free throw for Bateson. Star Valley crowd comes alive, but the free throw is good. It's a 3-point game again, 42-39, 3:41 to go. Inbound to Hedges, pressure by the Bronx on the inbound, but now they back off as Hedges goes across the timeline and calls the play. Lancaster with it, 3:30 to go in the game, opening round of the 4A state tournament. McClure drives, lost it, and is fouled on the floor. That's why he lost the ball. Stops the clock at 3:26. Fourth team foul on Sheridan, so the Braves in the bonus on the next one.
And that's a fourth personal on Bateson, so he's in some foul trouble with 3:26 to go. So Bateson for Sheridan, Lancaster for Star Valley, each with 4 personal fouls.
Hedges will inbound baseline. Both teams with 3 timeouts and 3.5 to go, so a lot of time remains. Star Valley throws it away on the inbound, and it is saved by Sheridan before going out of bounds to the rim on the other end, and an easy 2 points for Tanner Hambrick. Miscommunication by Star Valley on the inbound cost him 2 points.
Yeah, that was, I don't know what happened there.
5-point lead now for Sheridan. 3:10 to go in the game. Lancaster dribbling top of the key, spins, bounces down the lane, pulls up the jumper short off the rim. Hedges fights for the rebound and misses the shot, but the putback is there for Neal. No, McClure, and he's fouled. McClure on the second offensive board, and he goes to the line for the and one.
Man, what a huge rebound for Zane and Smith. Zane couldn't get his to go. Smith was right there for the backside rebound. Great position, and a chance for the and one.
3:01 to go in the fourth. Free throw is bouncing and no good. It's back to a 3-point game, 44-41. Bronx basketball and the lead. That foul does put Sheridan in the bonus for the rest of the game. 2:50 remains in the High Country Solutions fourth period at Casper College as the Star Valley crowd chants for defense. Here's Hambrick, works it left baseline, driving is Spillman, shut down by McClure. Kick back out up top, Hambrick, 3, down the key, good. Wow, Tanner Hambrick hits a massive 3, and it's a 6-point Sheridan lead.
Just the second made 3 of the game for the Bronx.
Here's McClure on the baseline. 2:25 to go in the game. McClure up to Neal. Still time, 2:20 and counting.
And again, your nature is you want to get that right back, but you don't have to. If you're the Braves, you have time to set up a play and hopefully get a good shot underneath.
Lancaster works at front court. Tries to direct some traffic, bounces to Hedges, but it's tipped out by Spillman. I tell you, Spillman has played excellent off the bench for the Bronx. And a timeout taken by Coach Shumway. 2:05 to go in the game, 30-second timeout on SVI.
Live on Swift 98, SVI Media, and the SVI Sports Network. This is Star Valley High School Sports and the First Bank of Wyoming countdown to tip-off.
Not quite the countdown to tip-off, but it is the fourth period. 2:05 remaining, and it's a 6-point Sheridan lead. Star Valley does have the basketball. 47-41, Braves in the bonus. Off of 5 Sheridan fouls as Lancaster has a double screen. Takes a 3 right wing. Off the rim, no good. Rebounded by the Bronx. Hassell on the board. Then he gets tied up. He falls. Jump ball call. Arrow favors the Braves. Great job by Will Linford and Zane Hedges to get in there and force the jump and keep possession.
Yeah, Haswell was there and then ended up dropping down to his wallet, and the Braves tied him up.
1:51 to go in the fourth. Still time, but under 2 to go. Inbound up top to Neal. Bryson elevates to get it. Finds McClure, and he'll run the offense. Behind his back to the left elbow. Down the lane. Shot is up and good. 1:40 to go, and it's 47-43 Bronx.
Man, how big was that three-pointer for the Sheridan, the possession before?
It's a timeout taken here by Coach Martini. I think we'll keep it here on this one. 1 minute, 30 seconds remains in the fourth period. This is a full timeout. Way you mentioned it. Had that 3 not gone in, and assuming Star Valley rebounded, it would have been just a 1-point game right now. But as it is, it's a 4-point difference with 1 minute 30 remaining in Bronx basketball when they come back from the timeout.
And the Bronx have done a good job getting to the line tonight. 15 attempts. They've only hit 9 of them, which isn't a great percentage, but that's better than the Braves. The Braves have only been there 7 times and only made 3 of them. So you start to look at these stats, Duke, and everything's compounded because this has been such a low-scoring, close game. And you start looking at those numbers, and you think, boy, any shot here and there. But you go back to the Braves, they were down double digits You get a couple stops, a couple threes, you're right back in it. There's still a lot of time here. You just got to execute.
I believe 2 timeouts remain for each team at this point, with 1 minute, 30 seconds remaining here in the fourth period. Braves are in the bonus. They will be on defense, trailing by 4, 47-43, as Coach Martini breaks his huddle.
Well, if I'm the Bronx, I think I'm going down to Nate Minor, and then I'm saying to guys like Spielman and Hamrick, you guys, and Bateson, you be there in case he misses. That's been pretty darn effective for them today.
Hedges, Shumway, Linford, Lancaster, and Neal on the court for the Braves. They need a stop on defense with 1:28 to go. Star Valley is going to foul to try and stop the clock. It looked like Coach Martini was going to try and burn some time with the 2-possession lead.
Well, and the Braves had 2 fouls to give, so that's going to be foul number 2 on Shumway and just the 3rd team foul on Star Valley. 85 seconds left.
Inbound, collected by Bateson. Shumway's on him.
Oh, that's offensive
charge. They're going to say Bateson extended his arm.
And he fouled out. That's his 5th. Wow, what a big play. Bateson pushes off, extends the arm on Shumway, and fouls out, and the Braves get the stop they needed, down 4.
What a huge moment. 1:21 to go, and Star Valley has the ball back, down by 4. Inbound to Lancaster, double team to half court. He's tripped up, the ball stolen, and then a foul on Hedges, trying to reach across the back of the body to poke the ball away. And as soon as you have something good go, it turns right back, and now Sheridan to the line.
Well, and Connor wanted to weave through, or Cooper, wanted to weave through those 2 defenders, and he ended up kind of losing his footing. A little contact there, didn't get what he wanted, but yeah, boy, that's a big turnover.
Star Valley's 14th foul, so no shots, but the next one is. And quickly wrapping up, Beck Cassell on the inbound. Shumway does, and that will be bonus shots now with 1:16 to go in the fourth.
So Beck Haswell on the night is 1 of 2, 61% during the season, according to wildpreps.com. And these are big ones here. First one's good.
5-point game. 48-43, both teams in the bonus. 1:16 remains. One more free throw coming. Braves have battled back, but right now the advantage still favoring Sheridan. Short, no good, rebounded by Will Linford. Outlets to Lancaster. Still time in a 2-possession game. 1:10 remains here in Casper. Lancaster, crossover ball poked away and picked up by Reed on the run. Still missed the low and hung on the rim. It drops. Still in a score, and that one hurts. Inbound to Lancaster, and it's a 7-point game.
Back-to-back turnovers leading to 3 Bronx points.
Now the Braves really have to go. 45 seconds. Lancaster, ball on his hip to the rim, scores off the square, but a timeout taken by Coach Shumway. That score makes it a 5-point game again. 50-45, Bronx holding on so far down the stretch, back in 60 on SVI.
For the last 40 years, my goal was to move to a place like this. And so now I moved here. I couldn't really do much of anything.
He's relatively young for hip arthritis and was limited significantly because of the pain. We decided that the best course would be proceeding with a hip replacement.
It was easy. It was just, I know it sounds strange, right, when you know what they do. One of the greatest things about moving to Star Valley has been Dr. Linford and Mountain West Orthopedic.
There's still time to get out and enjoy what winter has to offer in beautiful alpine Wyoming. Snowmobile in the backcountry with your own sled, or rent one from a local retailer. You could also enjoy the scenery on snowshoes or go cross-country skiing on our groomed trails. Maybe get out on the ice for some excellent fishing. And of course, stay a while with exceptional lodging and dining options. Enjoy the winter while you still can and book your stay in alpine Wyoming.
Coming out of the timeout, it is Star Valley basketball. 42 seconds remains in the game. Braves down by 5. They double team on the inbound, trying to get the steal. Can't. And Hammer comes across the half court, and Neal has to foul him to stop the clock at 35 seconds remaining in the game. And that will put I believe Tanner Hamrick to the Riverside Dental free throw line, 2 shots.
Hamrick 58% on the season, 1 of 2 tonight.
No good.
Short. That's a big miss because makes it so the Bronx cannot make it a 2-possession game, and the door's still open a smidge.
Here's the second. Trying to extend the lead to 6. No, missed them both. Door still open, 30 seconds remain. Braves do not need a 3. Hedges drives in the lane, Euro to the rim, hung on the rim and no good. It was there and it hung on the rim and fell out. Rebounded by Reed, quickly to the right side. There's a foul on Star Valley, 20 seconds to go. And that shot did everything but fall. And that will put Sheridan back to the Riverside Dental free throw line with just 20 seconds remaining. Breck Reed will get the shots, and I think
it's foul number 5 on
Bryson's out.
So Neal is fouled out for the Braves. Bateson is fouled out for the Bronx. Lancaster has 4 for Star Valley, so he's still in foul trouble. Dayton Schwab going to come in. Reed to the free throw line for the first time tonight. 70% on the season in limited attempts. Only shot 20 of them during the regular season and the regional tournament.
Braves hoping for at least 1 more miss. Don't get it on that one, it's good. Makes it a 6-point game, still 2 possessions. Breck Reed has a chance to really do some damage on this free throw and make it 7 points. Toes the line, shots away, good. 3-possession lead now for Sheridan. Nate Miner subs back into the game for the Bronx. 20.4 seconds remain, Star Valley down 52-45. And Star Valley will need to score immediately. Here's a half-court pass inbound. Hedges takes the 3. No good. Rebounded by Lancaster. Puts up a shot at the elbow. Good. 13 seconds remains and a timeout taken by Lancaster to make sure the clock stops. So that makes it a 5-point game again. 52-47. We'll keep it here for the timeout. 60-second break. 13 seconds remains. Both teams in the bonus. And if you're Star Valley, you have to foul absolutely immediately if you don't get the steal on the inbound play, because you only got 13 seconds and you need 2 possessions.
21 points for Cooper Lancaster. He barely played in the first half, Duke. He only had 2 points from the free throw line, and he definitely got going here in the second half. But man, you just go back to this fourth quarter, the Braves had a chance to tie this up, cut it to 1 point, and just a couple of turnovers, and it's come down to that. And if anything, I think this game has kind of proved what we were saying. Star Valley can play with anybody, but putting together that full 4 quarters, it shows you how close these games are. It comes down to just a handful of things.
Sheridan in position here to try and win this down the stretch. Star Valley trailed by 12 points in the largest deficit. They came back and pulled it within 2 at one point. Had a chance to tie or take the lead, but a couple back-to-back turnovers. And Sheridan will inbound with 13 seconds remaining and a 5-point advantage. Haswell will inbound baseline. Star Valley needs an immediate steal, and if not, an immediate foul. Inbound, no steal, and a foul.
That's 5 on Lancaster.
So Cooper's out.
21 points, 6 rebounds for Cooper Lancaster as he commits his 5th foul. So he and Neal both disqualified due to fouls. And Roman Erickson going to check in.
1.2 seconds, tick off the clock.
Nate Miner to the line, and he is 83% on the season, 3 for 3 tonight. That's who I want there if I'm Sheridan.
2 free throws will all but do it with a 5-point game. First is away, first is good. Lead is 6 right now, 11.8 seconds. And this one could be it. Nate Miner at the free throw line. He'll take a few dribbles, take the shot, and hit it. 7-point game again. 11.8 to go. Hedges to Erickson. Drives, jumper on the elbow. No good. Rebounded by Sheridan. The Bronx are going to win. There's a foul. Schwab will foul to stop the clock at 5.4, but it won't be enough time remaining. And the Braves will drop down to the consolation bracket in a 4th time. We'll take on Kelly Walsh this season in an elimination game tomorrow morning.
All three previous meetings with the Trojans came down to the final possession. Braves won up by 1 in Afton, by 1 at Kelly Walsh, lost on a buzzer beater at regionals last weekend. Free throw is no good for Reed.
And the consolation bracket looks very similar to the regional tournament last week. Evanston, Natrona, Kelly Walsh, and Star Valley, and it's an East sweep in the boys and girls.
Boys and girls, yep. Second free throw is good. Reed with 9.
55-47. Inbound is stolen at half court. Time is dribbling off the clock, and there's your final. 55-47. Braves storm back, but just don't have enough to overcome the deficit. And the Bronx will win this one and advance into the semifinal round, and they take on Campbell County. Star Valley will take on Kelly Walsh. That's a 1:30 tip-off time tomorrow as we head into the Silver Star postgame show with the Bronx winning at 55-47. Post-game stats, we'll have your coming up in this one as well. We'll preview tomorrow's matchup for both the Braves and the Lady Braves in the consolation games here in Casper, trying to survive one more day of the season and play a Saturday game in Casper. Silver Star, take flight to faster Wi-Fi. Learn how at silverstar.com. That is silverstar.com. 55-47 is your final here in Casper. Now let's take a look at that score deep in the numbers with your Battleson Brothers Flooring post-game battle stats.
Well, first for the Bronx, Nate Miner leading the way with 15 points, 5 of 11 from two-point range, 5 for 5 from the free throw line, and also 5 rebounds. 10 points for Tanner Hamrick, 9 points for Breck Reed, 8 points, 9 rebounds for Connor Bateson, 5 for Braden Brutlig, and 4 apiece for Beck Haswell and John Spielman. The Bronx out rebounding the Braves 29-24 and 15 of 25 from the free throw line, 2 of 11 from the three-point line. The Braves got a big second half from Cooper Lancaster. He finishes with 21 tonight. Dylan Shumway also in double figures with 11, 5 and 5.6 rebounds for Zane Hedges, 4 points for Dayton Schwab, 2 points apiece for Roman Erickson or Smith McClure and Will Linford. And rebounding-wise, as I mentioned, Braves 29-24 on the short end of that. 4 of 18 from 3, 22%. Just 7 free throws attempted tonight and missed 4 of them, so 3 of 7. So free throw line ended up being a big difference. That kind of got skewed because of the late fouls for the Bronx, but that definitely was a factor tonight as the Braves followed this one 55-47.
That's a look at your Battleson Brothers Flooring post-game battle stats, where you'll find quality, price, and service located a block south of the Arch in Afton. Battleson Brothers Flooring. How about your player of the game in this one now, presented by Star Valley Skidoo?
I think you got to go with Cooper Lancaster. He even didn't play much in that first half because of the second foul, but really carried the Braves offensively in that second half, finished with the game high of 21 points and gave Star Valley a chance there at the end. Going to go with Cooper here for the player of the game.
Congratulations, presented by Star Valley Skidoo. Top quality products combined with excellent service standards. Visit StarValleySkidoo.com. So it's the Star Valley Braves taking on Kelly Walsh in the consolation elimination tomorrow afternoon, 1:30 p.m. That will be at the Ford Wyoming Center. Lady Braves also play tomorrow at the Ford Wyoming Center against Green River. 10:30 a.m. tip-off for that one. And that will wrap it up for us as we don't have live video, but we do have some video highlights, and so we'll get those posted as we're able to. Presented by Fall River Propane. You can find those at SBInews.com and the SBI Sports Network social media channels for highlights of both the Braves and the Lady Braves. Thank you for joining us tonight. We'll be back in Casper tomorrow morning. Lady Braves at 10:30 and the Braves at 1:30 from the 4A State Tournament on the SBI Sports Network.